Well, as voted on Instagram, I'm bringing you a very important review today. Important because I've always believed it to be one of the best fragrances ever created, ever since the first time I smelled it. Still, in my opinion, the peak of its own line, the top of the mountain in the Acqua di Gio line. We're talking about Giorgio Armani. Acqua di Gio Profumo. So stay tuned. So normally I would go over the box and bottle presentation, but I no longer have the box. This was years ago that I got this, before I really started keeping a lot of the boxes for storage purposes. But we can take a look at that beautifully black frosted glass, reflective silver mirrored finish for the branding. Acqua di Gio Giorgio Armani says Profumo. Matching collar. Have a batch code on the back, and then that plastic plate that's mirrored as well with all your fragrance information. And I have one of the older style bottles that is a magnetic cap. Now I believe they click into place like Absolute Instinct, Profondo Lights, and so on. But this is the older style, back when they still had magnetic caps like Essenza has. Sorry for the bikes flying by. So I have the notes on the screen. So what do I get from this one? Why do I feel it's so much more special than the rest, when the rest of the line is incredible, each in their own right? So you get the aquatic nature of the DNA. You get the citrus, the C notes really add that watery marine appeal. Really keep this thing aquatic, while you do get a lot of bright greens and fresh spice from the rosemary. But the main thing about this one that separates it from the others is this incense note. Is a dark patchouli. It's an earthy, almost dirty patchouli with a pretty heavy incense note that refines and darkens up what would otherwise be another fresh aquatic fragrance. This is a dark, fresh aquatic fragrance, and the best one in my opinion. There are niche fragrances that do a similar scent profile. They go the aquatic route and darken it up, but even those I feel I just don't enjoy as much as Profumo. It's one of those very distinctive smells. You do smell like Acqua di Gio, the famed best-selling men's fragrance ever. Everybody knows that scent profile. Even if you're not into fragrances, at the very least, it's going to smell familiar to you. Whereas this is just refined and matured. This dresses up a whole lot better than the original Acqua di Gio or any of its other flankers, because the other flankers really deem themselves to be a bit more playful, a bit more casual, whereas this one takes itself a little bit more serious. It's one that wears well with a suit in the warmest of weather, can go on evenings a lot better than the others. I'm not saying you can't wear the others out on dates and stuff like that, but this one just smells like it fits an evening situation a lot better than the others. Like I said, that darkness of that incense and patchouli really changed this one, in my opinion, for the better. One of the best smelling, most versatile fragrances I've ever put my nose on. For the longest time, I've called it the Swiss Army knife fragrance, because I believe it is a Swiss Army knife. There's never a bad time to wear this fragrance. It works great in high heat, yet it's strong enough to work in the cold. Dark enough, strong enough, cut through the cold, no problem. It dresses up, it dresses down. This is a true signature scent in every sense of the phrase. It literally works well for everything. Let's get into the performance. I cannot speak on newer bottles, because I'm sure if I don't make that statement, there's going to be people, oh, I got a newer bottle with the click top. I only get 4 hours, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to hear you cry. I don't want to hear none of that. Okay. Everybody's mileage is going to be different. Yes, this is an older bottle from sometime in 2017, hence the reason the magnetic cap. This is back when it was praised as being a beast of a fragrance. Now, are the newer ones still beast? I don't know. You guys are going to have to tell me. I haven't tried any other bottle aside from this one. But I can tell you, this is a minimum. In the highest of heat, I still get 8 to 9 hours. But religiously, when it's not 110 degrees outside, back when I got this, I was in Texas dealing with that type of heat during the summer. It's always 8 to 10 hours. 8 being the bare minimum, whereas 9 to 10 pretty much being my average. Always get fantastic longevity out of this. It's a parfum concentration, if I remember correctly. Yes, Profumo Parfum. It's parfum concentration, so it definitely has plenty of longevity. Now, it's got enough volatile components in it, the freshness, the citrus, the fresh greens, the C notes, to really be volatile, to push off the skin really well while still being a parfum concentration. So projection is no slouch here either. In the first 2 hours, it's not a room filler, but by all means, it's very well pronounced. You will get noticed with this fragrance. At least for me, you can get smelled. And I'm talking 6 feet and beyond for the first 2 hours easily, especially in that first hour. That first hour, beyond 6 feet. I can reach you, you know, almost across the room. In a well-circulated area, you'll at least get little whiffs of me 8 feet or so out. You know, this stuff is very, very well pronounced. Like I said, not a room filler, but definitely pretty heavy on the projection in the first 2 hours. Then it starts to sit close to the skin, obviously, but has a very moderate scent bubble. Now, when I say moderate, it's still radiating pretty well off of my skin. Very strong scent trail and sillage with this one. It's lovely in the air. This will grab attention. This is a compliment magnet. If that's something that's important to you, you want people to tell you you smell good on occasion, because it's not all the time people are going to tell you that. This is an attention-grabbing fragrance. It not only has the scent profile to be very, very, very likable and enjoyable for yourself and for others, it has the ability to push out and really captivate someone from at the very least a few feet out from your skin for several hours into its life. So performance on this one is stellar. Overall, not a must-buy, but a must-try. Because even though I think it's built for the masses, not everybody's going to like everything. It's hard to deem something must-buy, even though I kind of feel it is a must-buy because I love it so much. But one of the beauties of this is anywhere they sell, any retailers that sell Acqua di Gio fragrances from that line, they'll most likely have a tester where you can try this one for yourself and sample it. That's why I say must try. Everybody should smell this fragrance at least once, especially those of you still wearing Acqua di Gio. If you're watching this video, attention, attention, all still wearing Acqua di Gio as their signature scent. Try this fragrance. Try this fragrance. I'm gonna say it one more time. Try this fragrance. This is taking your beloved signature scent and refining it, making it better. My opinion, of course, but I stand firm with my opinion. This is better. This is the best of the line. I love Absolute. I wear it the most. I actually enjoy Absolute Instinct quite a bit. Profondo, fantastic blue fragrance. Profondo Lights, one of my favorite releases of the year. The line's great, but I still think Profumo is the best of the best. Well, that's my thoughts and feelings on Acqua di Gio Profumo, and until next time, do me a real quick favor, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, because I do appreciate all the feedback, and I love hearing from you guys. How many of you completely agree with everything I had to say? Does your opinion differ? Let me know down in the comments. Keep it respectful, and we can have a great debate. I have no problem with that. It's definitely a fantastic fragrance in my opinion. Like I said, from my experiences with this fragrance, compliment machine, performance monster that smells incredible. And until next time, I will say, if you get your hands on Acqua di Gio Profumo and you give it a spray now, I'm real confident you'll thank me later. Have a good one, guys.